easy fix. So did you sign it?
Good evening and welcome to the Select Board meeting, February 19th, 2025. I'll call the meeting to order at 6:01 p.m. This meeting is being broadcast live on BNC TV and live streamed on YouTube. To find BNC TV on YouTube, go to youtube.com and search for Bernardston-Northfield Community Television. This meeting will be available for later viewing by following the link at townofbernardston.org. You can also watch channel 1075 on your Comcast dial in Bernardston. Warrants. I will entertain a motion for the payroll warrant in the amount of $53,206.75.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion for the vendor warrant in the amount of $116,832.30. $66,819 of that was to the Community Development Block Grant expense that we're just paying back that they fronted us, and Franklin County Regional Housing and Development Authority.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion for the regular meeting, to approve the regular meeting minutes of February 5th, 2025.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion?
Nope.
Corrections, deletions?
You're all good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Calendar and announcements. Pioneer Valley Regional School District School Committee voted and approved the fiscal year 26 budget on February 13th, 2025. The next step in the budget cycle is a vote by town residents at spring annual town meetings. We encourage all residents to participate. The annual town meeting for Bernardston is scheduled for Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. at Pioneer Valley High School. I, for one, have a lot of questions on the math on their budget, and tried to ask those questions the other night at the school committee meeting and was not allowed. And I understand the rules. You get time in the beginning, but then when you get through the agenda, you can't ask questions. Those are the rules. And it's fine. I live by the rules, so.
It's all good.
But anyway, I encourage everyone to look at that budget. New fire station. On Thursday, February 6th, 2025, the town of Bernardston finalized the closing documents and officially purchased the property for the new fire station at 167 Northfield Road. Congratulations on a job well done, and we would like to thank everyone that contributed to the success of this project. The fire department is planning to move into the new station in March of this year. We will be planning an open house to celebrate the completion of a successful project in the future. And the fire department is here today, some of the members of the fire department. I don't think
Most of them
here anyway. I personally want to thank everyone for all of that and all the hard work you guys put into that station. I know every time I drove by, there were various trucks there. I know Scott was there a lot of times that I stopped by. You know, a number of you were there. So anyway, I just want to thank all you guys for all your hard work there. So thank you.
It's job well done.
Yes.
It's going to serve the town for a lot of years.
I can't wait for the open house.
Yeah. And you're going to tell us when the party is.
We will. We're shooting for March 15th
Yeah.
to do the official truck gear move over.
Okay.
Yeah. And we turned on, we got that all coordinated with Comcast Business, Eversource, for that date.
A lot
And
of
they'll have a
work.
lapse in the phones to protect the communications, right? So we should be good to go.
Sure.
Good job.
Anybody else want to say
Yeah,
anything? You good?
anything? Any comments?
Good. A thumbs up from my end?
Lessons learned? No?
We got 2 new doors up. They're not quite operational yet. Had a little bit of a default there, but they're gonna take care of that. I guess tomorrow if they didn't make it this afternoon, but. So things are slowly
Excellent.
rolling in there.
It's good.
I like it.
It looks great too. Thank you very much.
Town is proud of you guys.
And
Yeah.
I noticed they were, somebody was at Eversource, Brad could probably answer this, cutting some trees down there at the entrance.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
Did
good.
it around the telephone pole.
good. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Off to your
Thanks
meeting,
for
guys.
coming.
Off to your
All
meeting.
right. Back to work.
Family and Community Event Programming Committee. The town of Bernardston is looking to expand family-friendly, community-based events to strengthen social connections and support resident well-being. Volunteers are needed to stand up a new committee tasked with creating and organizing community events. If you are interested in volunteering, please contact the town administrator at bos@townofbernardston.org or call 413-648-5401. There's a Board of Assessors meeting. They will meet on Thursday, February 20th at 3:15 p.m. in the assessor's office. There's a public hearing notice, Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing, Incandescent Brewing Company. This was the
Old
used
Hitchcock.
to be
Yeah.
Hitchcock.
Right.
The Bernardston Zoning Board of Appeals will conduct a public hearing at 7 p.m. on Thursday, February 20th, 2025, in the Town Hall Meeting Room at 38 Church Street, Bernardston, Mass, for a request for a special permit on the application of Incandescent Brewing Company. The application requests approval of a special permit for a production brewery and tap room located at 203 South Street in Bernardston. Copies of the application may be viewed at the town clerk's office during regular business hours. You and I will be at that meeting.
Yes, we
Yes.
will.
There's a joint finance committee and select board meeting on February 24th, Monday, February 24th, and Monday, March 3rd at 6:30 in the town hall. Regional Dog Shelter Annual Year-End Meeting will be Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at the Community Justice Support Center at 106 Main Street in Greenfield.
Where is the regional dog shelter?
Sandy Lane in Turner's.
In Turner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I know where it is. Yep.
Yeah. So that's where if dogs get caught in town, that's where our ACO will take the dog, is over
Gotcha.
there.
I went to the meeting last year, the annual meeting for
Yeah?
them, so I plan on, I'll probably go again, just
Oh,
to
good.
support Kyle. Kyle supports our annual,
Yep.
so I
Excellent.
plan on going to that.
It's good. I didn't know you were a dog person.
I love dogs. I love everybody else's dogs.
That's different.
I'm here too much to have a dog.
Efficiency and Regionalization Advisory Committee. The Efficiency and Regionalization Advisory Committee will have their first meeting on Thursday, February 27th at 5:30 p.m. at the town offices building at 7 Brattleboro Road in Lyden. The annual town caucus will be held on Tuesday, March 4th at 7 p.m. at the Bernardston Senior Center. There are 17 potential vacancies that will be voted upon. Details on vacancies, how to get on the ballot, description of duties, and term lengths are available at the town clerk's webpage under the Elections tab on the town website. The public notice for the annual town caucus reads, sorry about that pause. Greetings, pursuant to the provision of Chapter 53, Section 121 of the Mass General Laws, as adopted by the voters of the town of Bernardston, the inhabitants of said town qualified to vote in town affairs and elections are hereby notified and warned that a nonpartisan town caucus will be conducted at the Bernardston Senior Center, 20 Church Street, on Tuesday, March 4th, beginning at 7 p.m. in the year 2025. Said caucus is to be conducted for the purpose of nomination wholly on one ballot of candidates for all town offices to be elected at the annual town election Monday, May 5th, 2025. The following positions are 3-year terms and will be open for nomination. 1 assessor's position, 1 Board of Health position, 1 constable, 4 Cushman Library Board of Trustees, 4 Powers Institute Board of Trustees, 2 Recreation Commission positions, 1 Select Board member, 1 Tree Warden, 1 Warner Fund trustee, and 1 tax collector.
Has everybody, the incumbents, have they re-upped?
I haven't heard from everybody yet.
Oh, not yet, okay.
Yeah.
But
What
a
is the
number of
deadline
them-
for that?
What's that?
What's the deadline?
The town caucus night.
Oh, okay, there you go.
They should show up if they want, or if they can't show up, have someone nominate them. But they do need to sign, when it says one ballot,
Yeah,
all those names will show up on the one sheet as we fill it in, and then they need to sign whether they accept the nomination that night. They can
Okay.
still come to me within 72 hours to sign the form, but if they don't, then they won't be on the ballot. But they could still take out nomination papers and run around and get 20 signatures from other registered voters.
So this is your opportunity out there, folks, to
This is the
participate
easiest way, is to
Yes.
come to the caucus and not have to run around and get 20
and
signatures.
to invest your energies into the town and how it's run.
And it only takes like 15 minutes at the max to actually run through the whole
Yep.
caucus and the nomination process, so
Hope to see you there.
we'll open at
Senior
6.
Center,
We'll be there at 6:30 to start checking people in, because you
Okay.
have to be a registered voter.
yep,
So,
and we need 25
25 for quorum,
registered voters.
registered voters,
Okay.
yeah.
It's good. See you then.
yes. Representative Natalie Blais will be attending the regular select board meeting on March 5th, 2025. That's coming up
Yeah, fast.
fast. Any citizens' concerns? Hearing none. Public hearing. Opt out of early vote by mail and opt in early in-person voting for the local election on May 5th, 2025. In accordance with the Votes Act of 2022 and effective June 23rd, 2022, it is required that the Select Board vote upon a recommendation from the Board of Registrars for an in-person early voting options for the local annual town election. A meeting of the Board of Registrars was held on January 30th, and following a discussion on in-person early voting, it was unanimously voted to recommend the Select Board to conduct 3 days of in-person early voting to be determined by the town clerk during regular business hours of the town clerk and to be held at Town Hall. I would entertain a motion to approve 3 days of in-person early voting as determined by the town clerk during regular business hours of the town clerk and to be held at the Town Hall.
So,
In it,
Yeah.
sorry.
why don't you come up to the table so we can...
I may offer more days than just 3 days, but I
Okay.
haven't set that in stone yet.
Mhm.
So it will be on the website.
We'll have at least these 3 days set in
Yes,
stone.
a
So say
minimum
at
of 3
least.
days.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So I would make a motion to approve 3 days of in-person early
least
voting.
3 days.
At least 3 days, thank you, of in-person early voting as determined by the town clerk during regular business hours of the town clerk, and to be held at Town Hall.
Second. Any further discussion?
Anything? Nope. How is the town gonna know what those days are?
It'll be on the website. I'm not sure about being able to put the signs outside at this
Okay,
point.
all right.
There's other meetings. We'll
You
be
can't get to
announcing
the-
it. We'll announce it.
Well, I'm not sure where they would go.
Yeah?
But they definitely, it'll be on the website. I'll be putting it in the newspaper as well,
Okay,
so.
good. As
I
in the
could-
recorder?
And yeah, the Greenfield Recorder.
Okay.
And I also am planning on, I could put a notice over at the senior center too as well.
Good idea.
So,
Yep.
try to get it out there.
Okay, good.
You got it.
Any further discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. In addition, be advised that the Votes Act of 2022 requires that early vote by mail is mandatory for local elections unless the Select Board holds a public hearing not later than 45 days prior to the annual town election, and vote to opt out of early vote by mail. It is the recommendation of the Board of Registrars to not offer early vote by mail for our local town election in 2025. The Board of Registrars agreed that the cost per ballot mailed to all those who request all elections this year on the vote by mail application and the additional hours required for personnel will place a financial burden on the town clerk's budget. Therefore, I would entertain a motion to not offer early vote by mail for our local town election in 2025 per the recommendation of the Board of Registrars.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion you want to?
I just want to say, if anybody out there needs to vote absentee ballot, they can contact me, email me. I'm going to put an application will be on the website that they can print out, complete, and send it in. Because if they still need to vote absentee, they certainly can still do that and request a ballot, and I'll mail it to them.
And that would be one of those things that I know they're doing, computer classes or something over there at the senior center. And maybe that's one of those things they could show them how to find that form,
Right on,
print it
yeah.
out.
And I can bring absentee ballot applications over there
Yeah.
too, so that, if it's a storm.
So you make the application and then the town clerk's office sends out the absentee ballot to be completed
Yes.
and remailed back in.
And mailed back.
So it's a couple
Yep.
of step process in order to do that.
Right, and there would be a deadline of a week prior to the election. That last application, the dates will be there, but I would have to receive them, I think it was the 28th or 29th of April would be the latest, probably the 28th.
Okay.
So it allows me a week to be able to get the ballot back to them, because they still have to get it back to me as well by the end of the election day. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Perfect.
Appointments, the Bernardston Police Department. A representative from the Bernardston Police Department was supposed to be here this evening to provide an update on unregistered vehicle enforcement. Unfortunately, the Bernardston Police Department was unable to attend. An officer has been assigned to monitor the unregistered vehicle violations. As a friendly reminder to the residents of the town, on April 29th, 2024, the town voted to amend the Town of Bernardston Unregistered Motor Vehicle Bylaw to read, Section 1. The keeping of more than one unregistered motor vehicle assembled or disassembled, except by a person licensed under the Mass General Law, Chapter 140, Section 59, on any premises shall not be permitted unless days mortar, is that how you say that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Vehicles are stored within an enclosed building. Section 2, a permit to keep more than one unregistered motor vehicle on any premises not within an enclosed building after a duly called public hearing at which all abutters to the premises have received notice may be granted by the Select Board if it finds that such keeping is 1, is in harmony with the general purpose and intent of this bylaw, 2, will not adversely affect the neighborhood, and 3, will not be a nuisance. Section 3, all such permits granted shall limit the number of unregistered vehicles to be kept on the premises by the permit holder, shall not run with the land, and shall be limited to a reasonable length of time. Section 4, this bylaw shall not apply to motor vehicles which are designated and used for farming purpose, or to contractors, equipment not to landowners or tenants who store motor vehicles out of sight of abutters and public ways. Section 5, whoever violates any provision of this bylaw shall be liable to penalty of $25 per day for each day of violation, commencing 10 days following the date of receipt of written notice or citation from the Bernardston Police Department. Section 6, the Bernardston police officers are enforcing persons for this bylaw. So if anyone has questions, call the police department. That'd be my best advice
Yep.
to you.
Yes.
New business, Bernardston Elementary School building use application. I would entertain a motion to approve the Bernardston Elementary School building use request from the Recreation Commission for a basketball tournament on February 28th through March 2nd,
It's on-
February 28th, 2025 through March 2nd.
No?
No.
No,
Singularly, February 28th, and then March 2nd through March,
that's why I'm a
I
little
see.
confused. Yeah.
That weekend, I apologize, it's a typo.
Okay.
Let me look it up real fast.
All right.
My apologies.
Is it in here?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
March 1st through March 2nd.
Okay, so singularly at February 28th,
Yes,
and then March 1st through March 2nd.
correct.
That's because, what you could have said was February 28th through March 2nd, because there's no 29th this year. See?
So February 28th through March 2nd.
That's why I get the big bucks.
It gets long, these days are long. All right,
Don't go from it at 6 o'clock in the
yeah,
morning.
that's
So
true.
moved.
Second, any further discussion?
We got the dates down right? February
February
28th, March
Through
1,
March-
March 2.
Yes.
It's a tournament, basketball tournament at Bernardston Elementary.
Yes,
Yes.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Old business, efficiency and regionalization advisory committee appointments. I would entertain a motion to appoint Brian Herview, Jane Dutcher, Tammy Powell, and Richard DeGeorge as members of the Efficiency and Regionalization Advisory Committee for the town of Bernardston, effective February 19th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, any further?
Discussion. We can qualify with 4.
well, how this is gonna work is Jane and Tammy may alternate. For example, if there's a meeting in the daytime, then Jane will come. If it's a meeting later, that kind of thing.
Because they have work responsibility
Correct,
versus.
right.
Yeah, good.
And if it's in the daytime, I will not attend.
No.
So
And so then,
unfortunately,
but I think they're gonna be evening meetings, to be quite honest.
Okay.
So,
Good. All right.
And we announced the first meeting.
yes, the meeting's already scheduled, that's
Yes,
right. We had to get
that was earlier
we
in
had to
the
get our guys appointed.
Yep.
It's the 27th, I believe.
Yep.
It is, February 27th, 5:30 at the town offices in Leiden.
And myself and Michelle will be involved in all the meetings too. I'll be
Michelle
at the meeting.
Chiaruso,
Yep.
who is there.
Michelle, yes, is the town clerk,
Yep.
town coordinator for Leiden.
Good.
All in favor? Oh, wait. Yeah, all in favor? Sorry.
Aye.
Aye. Forgot we were voting for a second there. Other business unknown at time of posting.
You don't have the town administrator. Oh, you do have it right here. I'm
It's right,
probably.
it's right under anything?
Nothing?
Good?
Anybody? I'm good.
All right, town administrator report.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
in your binder, I'd like you to take a look at the town hall message board sign that Dan Hill provided a graphic of the new town hall message board sign. You had voted
Yes,
to
yes,
designate a new
yes.
sign for the
Yep.
town hall. The message board will be approximately the same size as the current sign, a little bit taller. It will feature a locking door cabinet made of aluminum with a backer panel that we can pin information, like informational flyers and
This
so
is when
on.
Brian Keir comes in handy because he usually does this.
Okay,
Otis, can you see that?
yeah, it's very small.
Okay.
It will feature a locking door cabinet made of aluminum with a backer panel that we can pin informational flyers. I just said that, I apologize. And also with an internal LED lighting.
Oh,
and a-
LED.
LED, excuse me, and a clear Lexan cover
All
in the
set?
door.
nice.
So it'll also feature the Bernardston Town seal and the words Town Hall in black text. So I just want to get your thoughts on to see if
Looks
I
good.
could give them
I
a go ahead.
like it.
I like it too. Chris, do you want to see it real quick?
I saw the picture that
But it gives you a good, so it's going to be taller than an average person, I guess, but
so I'm gonna have fun trying to pin stuff.
yeah, we'll make it
Just
work.
send you out there.
Yeah. So we're good to go?
Good to go?
All right, so
Well,
I'll
do we
sign
need a
the,
motion? You want to?
no, you already approved the money. I
Right.
just wanted to get your blessing,
Yep.
so to
Mhm.
speak.
Looks good.
Absolutely.
All right, and then, as we have announced earlier today, we know that Representative Blaze will be here on March 5th, so I wanted us to kind of think about what we wanted to talk to her about.
Okay.
I've asked a few people, but I'm just trying to, do you have anything in mind that comes to mind about what we might want to discuss with her? That I need to prepare for
Okay.
us, or, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but
No,
if
no.
you want to shoot me an email later, but we need to come up with, I would say, 2 solid topics maybe, or something
right.
like that
Can
to,
you ask Jane Dutcher at the Finance Committee meeting on Monday to put that on the agenda for us to talk about, to make, because
Yeah.
often
Okay.
it's about the money.
always about that. All
Always
right.
about that. I noticed someone sent us an email about a grant opportunity that was coming up, but
Yeah,
that was a couple days
there's a
ago.
bunch
I've lost
of
it. Yeah.
those.
Okay,
There
So-
was one for, the MBI, the build out. We still have some, we had, I think on Keats Brook Road, Couch Brook Road up that way. Northwest Bernardston. Still people without cable, internet.
Still?
Yeah,
Still,
there's a
yeah.
few people, so there's a grant that's out there for that. Anyway, that might be something to discuss, but, I just wanted to put
Okay.
an emphasis on it, and
I'll
we
give it some
we
thought.
probably need to get
Yep.
a little more organized, so when she comes, I'd like to, we would lead in with a
Yeah.
good topic to discuss with her. And then the other thing, I just thought maybe the DPW, or the highway garage, deserves a big shout out, I think, on behalf of myself and the town, for all the hard work they have endured over this past weekend with the weather that we've had. They've done an exceptional job. However, I know that not all residents may be pleased by it. I know sometimes there's a big pile up of snow in people's aprons of their driveways and things of that nature, but feel free to call the town hall. When you do call the town hall, or if you call DPW, or the highway garage, it would be kind of you to be respectful with your complaint, but of course always call with and address your issues. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's important that we respect the employees of the town, and if you have anything to add, I would just like to.
would just echo your thoughts,
Yeah.
appreciation
Yeah.
for them. They were out in their trucks on the road for almost 30 hours, and then the wind blew and they had to go back out
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And it was Saturday, Sunday, so they gave up their weekend. And yes, they get compensated for that, but you can't replace weekends with your family. It was a challenge, and it was an ugly storm.
Yeah,
People did a good job of cleaning up their sidewalks. You drive around town, you see where there are sidewalks, it's passable.
Yes.
Kids can get to school safely. And
absolutely.
it's just to echo your comments about be respectful. These folks in the highway department worked an awful lot of hours, straight hours. And yes, they rotated off, got 2 hours off, eat dinner, say hi to their family, and then we're back out in their trucks again. It's a small staff. I think it's 44 miles of road in
Yes.
Bernardston. That's a lot to plow, considering how heavy that snow was, and again, the blowing conditions. You plow it, they come back down that road 10 minutes later, and they have to replow it because everything blew back on. Just tough storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did as best they could, and yes, they dumped onto people's nicely shoveled driveways.
Yes.
But I noticed, was it yesterday, they were going around with a front loader and trying to scoop
They
up some
sure
of that
were.
stuff.
There's a lot, and that's why too, it just takes a minute. They've been cleaning up since the weekend, but by all means, if there's any issues, always call town hall and let us know what's going on. But
We
just be
appreciate what they do,
respectful.
yes.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Good.
Excellent. Anything else from you?
I'm good.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I would make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good job.